If someone displays these 10 behaviors, they're a genuinely confident person. What makes a person confident? It's not always about being the loudest in the room or having all eyes on you. True confidence is more quiet and steady. It's how someone carries themselves, how they treat others, and how they handle life's ups and downs. In this article, I'll look at 10 behaviors that show someone is really confident. Not in your face, show off kind of confident, but genuinely self-assured. Let's get started. 1. They're not afraid to be wrong. Confidence doesn't mean always having the right answer. In fact, one of the key signs that someone is genuinely confident is their ability to admit when they're wrong. They see mistakes not as failures, but as opportunities to learn and grow. They're not worried about losing face or looking foolish because they know that everyone stumbles sometimes. It's part of being human. They understand that it's okay not to know everything, and they're willing to ask questions and seek advice when needed. So, if you see someone who doesn't mind saying "I was wrong" or "I don't know," chances are, they're more confident than you think. 2. They listen more than they speak. You might think that confident people are always the ones dominating the conversation, but that's not necessarily true. A genuinely confident person doesn't feel the need to constantly assert themselves or their ideas. Instead, they are great listeners. They value other people's opinions and aren't afraid to let others take center stage. They engage in active listening, meaning they fully concentrate, understand, respond, and then remember what is being said. This is because they're secure enough in their own abilities and self-worth that they don't feel threatened by other people's ideas or contributions. If you come across someone who really listens when you talk, it's a good sign they're truly confident. 3. They embrace change. Confidence means being comfortable with change. It's about knowing that you can handle whatever life throws your way. I remember a time when my company was going through a major restructuring. There were a lot of uncertainties, and many of my colleagues were nervous about what the future would hold. But there was one person, my team leader, who seemed unfazed by it all. He saw the changes as a chance to grow and develop, rather than something to fear. He was open to new ideas and willing to adapt his ways of working. His positive attitude had a calming effect on our team and helped us navigate the changes with less stress and anxiety. His ability to embrace change, rather than resist it, was a clear sign of his genuine confidence. 4. They celebrate others. A confident person doesn't view others' successes as a threat, but rather as something to be celebrated. They cheer for their friends, colleagues, or even competitors when they achieve something great. This is because they know that other people's achievements don't diminish their own. Did you know that according to a study, people who can genuinely feel and express happiness for others tend to have higher levels of life satisfaction and lower levels of depression? This means that not only does this behavior show confidence, it can also contribute to overall happiness. 5. They set healthy boundaries. Confidence isn't just about how you interact with the world, it's also about how you treat yourself. Genuinely confident people understand the importance of self-care and aren't afraid to set boundaries to protect their mental and emotional well-being. Imagine a friend who always seems to be there for others, always ready to lend a helping hand. But one day, when you ask her for a favor, she gently but firmly says, "I'm sorry, I can't help this time." At first, you might be surprised, even a bit put off. But then you realize, she's not being selfish, she's just taking care of herself. She knows that she can't pour from an empty cup and isn't afraid to say no when she needs to. Setting healthy boundaries can be tough, it takes courage and self-respect. But those are precisely the qualities that come from true confidence. 6. They don't seek validation from others. A genuinely confident person knows their worth and doesn't need constant reassurance from others. They're secure in their abilities and achievements and don't rely on external validation to feel good about themselves. I remember when I first started out as a writer, I was constantly seeking approval. I'd wait anxiously for feedback on my articles, worried about what my editor or readers would think. But over time, as I gained more confidence in my skills, I found that I was less concerned about what others thought. I realized that while feedback is important for growth, my self-worth shouldn't hinge on other people's opinions. It was an empowering shift in perspective, and a sign of the growing confidence I had in myself and my abilities. So, remember, if you meet someone who doesn't seem overly concerned with what others think of them, you're likely dealing with a really confident person. 7. They own their flaws. Here's the thing about confident people, they're not perfect. And guess what? They know it. They're fully aware of their flaws and aren't afraid to own them. Confidence isn't about pretending you've got it all together. It's about being real. It's about looking at your imperfections, your screw-ups, your not-so-great moments, and saying, "Yeah, that's part of me too. And you know what? That's okay. Because being confident doesn't mean being flawless, it means being comfortable with who you are, warts and all. 8. They take risks. Being confident means being unafraid of taking risks. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone and daring to do something different. Confident people are not afraid of failure, because they see it as a valuable learning experience rather than a setback. And here's an interesting fact: research shows that taking risks can actually improve your overall satisfaction with life. A study found that people who take more risks are often happier with their lives because they're more satisfied with their achievements. So, when you see someone who's not afraid to take the road less traveled, to try new things and take chances, you're looking at a genuinely confident person. 9. They practice gratitude. Confident people are often also grateful people. They appreciate the good in their lives and don't take things for granted. This positive perspective helps them maintain a healthy self-esteem and a positive outlook on life. If you notice someone regularly expressing gratitude, chances are they're not just happy, they're confident too. 10. They don't compare themselves to others. Confidence is knowing your worth and not measuring it against someone else's. Confident people understand that everyone has their own path, their own pace. They don't waste their time peeking into their neighbor's yard to see if the grass is greener. They're too busy watering their own. We live in a world that's obsessed with comparison: who's got a better job, a bigger house, a more picture-perfect life. But truly confident people don't play that game. They know it's not about being better than someone else, but about being the best version of themselves. So next time you catch yourself comparing your life to someone else's Instagram highlight reel, stop. Remember, real confidence comes from within, not from what you see in others. Who's your friend's alter ego? That's it for the video, but before you leave, have you ever debated with your friends about which friend's character you're most like? Who out of Ross, Rachel, Monica, Chandler, Joey, and Phoebe you really resonate with? Well, now's your chance to find out. We've created a fun new quiz which matches you with your friend's alter ego. Answer a few simple questions and we'll match you with the character that truly matches your personality. Ready to find out who you'd be hanging out with at Central Perk?